Hello, you guys. Happy January 2020. So excited to be with you tonight. I am Erica Buzzard and super excited to be bringing you our first Soul Sisters Rising team call of 2020. I know we will have some friends kind of jumping on here. Obviously, just to kind of give you guys an overview, you know that if you have anything to add in the chat section, you can do so down at the bottom. If you want to unmute yourself for any reason, you may do so as well. This is just about us coming together and sharing some awesome goodness with each other, bringing some inspiration and motivation into our lives, into this week, into this month, and into this year. So happy January 13th, 2020. Oh my gosh, like I have to say that super slow because I'm like blown away that we are already in the year 2020, the year of perfect vision, perfect clarity, the year of going for it. So now is the time, you guys, and this is the place, and it is with these people in this moment that we are absolutely going to be blessed and make history here in 2020. So tonight's all going to be about mindset. We're going to talk a little bit about skill set. We will talk a little recognition. I will share a few announcements with you guys, but we have a lot of amazing goodness coming your way. So get ready for the inspiration. Go ahead and just shake out any negativity you have coming into this call tonight, anything on that to-do list, anything that's like stressing you out or weighing you down. I just want you to forget about it. And I just want you to focus right here and right now on being present in this moment and really accepting with a full heart that 2020 is that year that you get to be who you've always wanted to be. It's the year of transformation. It is the year that you choose, that we choose to believe in ourselves, in this company, this team, and in this business and what it has to offer us and others. This is the year of transformation, mind, body, and spirit, not just our own personal transformations, but the transformations that we have to gift other people just by walking alongside of them and saying, me too, girl, I'm here for you. If you were at our Super Saturday event, or perhaps were able to stream in, or perhaps you caught another Super Saturday or Super Weekend event somewhere else in the country, you guys, really what the message was for me was we are people helping people. That is what we get to do. But we also get to be a part of an incredible profession in network marketing. And we're going to talk a little bit more about why now is the most perfect time to be a network marketer and to own a network marketing business, and why you should feel so freaking confident and blessed to be a blessing and to have a network marketing business. But this is the year that we center ourselves. This is the year we let all that crap go. This is the year that we stop holding ourselves back and start stepping into our own personal greatness. Despite what is happening around us. I was listening to Oprah, go figure, her Super Soul Conversations. That's one of my most favorite podcasts. You guys know I will love Oprah until the day I die. And she had Bishop T.D. Jakes on there. And he's incredible too. If you never heard his voice, it's like I don't even know. It's like chocolate or butter or something. I don't know, but it's really cool. And so anyway, he was just talking about transformations, and he was talking about how each one of us are called to greatness. And if we have air in our lungs and a beating of our heart, and if we are here today, then we still have a purpose to serve. And one of the things that I love that he kind of talked about was, you know, we've got to have something that centers us, that when all of the seasons and all of the currents of life are ever changing, which they always are. Stephanie just was sharing how she just started her day one at her new job today. So job changes, relationship changes. I mean, you know, I know for me, I went through a divorce a few years ago, and that was like a huge change for me. If you guys caught the National Wake Up Call today, I highly recommend, if you haven't, to catch Rena Odell on the Wake Up Call today. But, you know, she talks about how she battled depression and anxiety, and I can relate to that. I battled depression and anxiety as well. And all of that kind of came back up when I was going through my divorce. But relationship changes, money, job loss. I know we've dealt with job loss in my family. After Jason and I first got engaged a few years ago, he lost his job. He was unemployed for 6 months. And let me just tell you that was very difficult. So as life happens, and of course my dog, that she does this every time, you guys, if you ever watch my story, she literally like scratches herself within a foot of wherever I am, whenever I go live or whenever I do any call or whatever. So, okay, I hope you got it there, sister. Good. Keep it moving. Okay. So despite the sickness, despite the good and the bad days, despite all the things, like the fact that my kids' school got canceled tomorrow and like now they have to do an e-learning day, despite all that, we have to have something that centers us. And I know for me that this and my faith, that my Beachbody team and this community and our team and the work that we get to do, as well as my faith, are totally those centering pieces for me. And so if we can use this business and what we have at our fingertips as that centering piece to keep us grounded, to keep us motivated despite all the different seasons of our life, then this business can be any and everything that we want it and need it to be. But we have to remain steadfast, and we have to choose to believe. We have to choose to believe in this business. We have to choose to believe in this team and choose to believe in this work. So find that core intrinsic reason why you are here. Figure it out, because the sooner you figure it out, the better off you're going to be. But what is that deep desire? What is it that's getting you on the call tonight at 8:30 on a Monday night? What is it that has you showing up in your challenge group every day? What is it that has you showing up on social media? And I know a lot of us girls on here didn't start out as being like social media gurus. We certainly grew into that aspect of our lives. But what is it? We've got to figure that out. And once we figure that out, we can't let it go. We can't give up. We can't back down, and we cannot walk out on our why. You guys, what I want to share with you more than anything is that if somebody else, one other person in this business, has ever had any level of success, and this is a life lesson too, in any area of this business, you can have it too. You absolutely can. If she can do it, so can you. And I want to tell you a story about my first summit. So my first summit, I was so excited to be out in Las Vegas. At the time, I was teaching full time. I taught for 6 years, geography, history, psychology at the high school level. I had 175 students that I taught every single day. As much as I loved being an educator, it wasn't necessarily that burning deep desire within me. It wasn't my passion project. And when I discovered Beachbody, I was like, this is so fun. I love this so much. This is incredible. This is what I really, really love. And to me at that time, it was really just like a hobby. Okay. And maybe some of you guys can relate to that. It was really just like a hobby. Now, I made Success Club a non-negotiable, and I obviously made the commitment to go out to Las Vegas for my first summit. I think at that point I had been a coach for about 1.5 years, right? And so I went out to Vegas. Aaron and I went to Vegas. We shacked up with another coach here from Indianapolis, and I was standing in line at the Starbucks with basically every other Beachbody coach too. We were in the super long line at Starbucks, and I looked at this girl and I was like, who is that? She was sitting there. Well, she was actually standing in line. She was super quiet, kind of like a mousy looking girl, just very quiet. And I was like, I've seen her before. Like, who is that? I've got to figure it out. Who is it? And I was racking my brain. And it dawned on me that this was a girl by the name of Lindsay Caterino. Whether or not you've heard of her is insignificant, but she was somebody I idolized, like in the Beachbody community. Like, she was one of those coaches that when I first started, I was like, she's amazing. Like, her social media is on point. Like, I would love to do and have the business that she has. But what was crazy was in person, she was so quiet and so introverted and just basically like every other person standing in line at Starbucks, right? And I remember in that moment saying to myself, if she can do this, so can I. If that is this person that I've idolized, if she can do it, so can I. It's just people helping people. It's just humans. And so from that moment on is when I have kind of held on to that. If she can do it, so can I. You guys, I don't want you to allow one more day, one more minute, one more second pass by where you are telling yourself that success in this business is for someone else. I will not allow it. I will not allow it. And I'm not going to allow you to speak that into your heart and to speak that into any conversation that we are in together. And I'm not going to allow you to hold on to that and think that success in this business is for someone else. Why? Why are you letting that be the story you tell yourself? And not only that, but that is what's holding you back. That story you're telling yourself about success in this business for others is why you aren't more successful. And that is just the truth of the matter. And I've had to practice what I preach to you guys. I've been caught up in that too. I'm not saying like this is all you guys. I'm saying I do this too. And I've got to own up, right? It's time for me to own up and recognize that like what I believe about this business or in life and or in relationships or in any facet of my life is what I become. If you guys follow me on social media, if you've heard my stories, once again, I'm going to drop Oprah in here and Joel Osteen. I love Joel Osteen, but he says, what follows I am will come looking for you. Think about that and write it down. What follows I am will come looking for you. So whatever comes after I am, whether it's in written form, whether it's internally in your heart, whether it's thoughts on repeat, whatever follows I am will come looking for you, which is why affirmations matter so much, which is why declarations matter so much. I can pull out the affirmations that I have recited for the past few years, and almost every single one has come to fruition. Every single one has come to fruition because what I believed, what I recited, what I declared every day became my reality. And that is the wholehearted truth. We have to recognize that we are powerful, that what we believe we become, that we have the power, that we have the seeds of greatness within us, and that what we're telling ourselves, what we're speaking to the universe, what we're saying can either bring us the greatest blessings in our entire life and take us closer to where we want to be, or it can defile us and it can hold us back and we can be toxic to ourselves. All right. And I don't want that. I refuse it. I rebuke it. We will not go into 2020 allowing that stuff to hold us back anymore. We've got to shed the baggage. This is the year of perfect clarity, 2020 vision. If you are here tonight, if you are hearing this message, you are meant to be here. This is your calling. This is your purpose. This is what you are supposed to be doing right now. Because guess what? If it wasn't, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this message if it wasn't for you. All right. And so I believe that wholeheartedly. And I see some of our soul sisters jumping on here. You guys, I encourage you to go back and listen to the first 15 minutes of this, because I'm going to tell you, I was doing some preaching, so I don't want you to miss out on that. So go back and listen to the first 15 minutes. But I love you. I'm so glad you're here. And better late than never, year of perfect 2020 clarity. And I'm so glad that you guys have made this call a priority. So with that being said, though, about the story of my first summit and the fact that like I saw Lindsay, not Lindsay on our team, but Lindsay, this girl that I had idolized in the Beachbody coaching world. And she was just an average everyday girl standing in line at Starbucks. And when I told myself, if she can do it, so can I, that's when the seeds of greatness were planted within me. And I just had to believe it, you guys. And guess what happened? I shared with some of you guys, I think, I don't know who I shared with at Super Weekend, but I was an Emerald coach for a whole year. All right. So I signed up. I don't want you all to think that I signed up and just fast track to success and that I just, automatically, had this booming business. I showed up. I was excited about the work that I did, but I didn't build a team right away. I was very content being on my own journey, selling challenge packs, getting people connected to challenge groups and Shakeology. And that's what I did for about a year. And I was scared to death to say the word coach. I was scared to death to talk about the team. I was scared to death. And it wasn't because I was afraid of hearing no. It was the opposite. I was afraid of hearing yes. Oh shit, what if they say yes? What do I do then, right? It's like, I don't know how to mentor people. I don't know how to do this. I'm just learning myself, right? I don't know how to tell people how to do a business. So that was my fear factor in the beginning. But then I remembered that I'm growing this business as I'm learning. I'm growing it as I'm going along. And I don't have to have all the answers. And once I started recognizing what this business could do for that person and what this business could do for other people and not just me getting to Emerald or Diamond, everything changed. And I recognized that I had a gift at my fingertips and that it was not my job to get people to say yes. It was my job to share it. And however they received it is on them, but that's not my problem. Okay. And so we have to understand that just because it looks from the outside that somebody had a fast track to success, that an overnight success happened, you know, like Erica signed up as a coach and then she immediately grew this elite team, and then immediately she was able to retire from teaching, and immediately she was a six-figure earner, and no, not true, guys. I was an Emerald coach for a year. That means it was me plus two other coaches. And I'm pretty sure that one was Natalie Johnson, who was my colleague and bestie at the time. And then the other one was my best friend. And then my third coach was my sister. Why are you doing that? Do you need to go outside? Okay, let me let my dog out. Hold on a second. Do you have to go to the bathroom? Is that what this is about? Okay, so you go outside. Okay, back to it. Okay, so I just like sharing that story because sometimes I have to remind myself of that too, because it's like, wait a minute here. This is not a race to see who can rank and advance fastest. This isn't a race to see who can grow the business the fastest. This is not a race. It is not a race at all. It's about staying in the game. It's about learning and growing. It's about leaning in. It's about believing that what you want from this business is yours for the taking. But I can tell you right now, the minute you start letting that doubt creep in, and the minute you start comparing yourself to other people and say, oh my gosh, well, she's hitting success. Oh my gosh, she's growing her team and she's rank advancing and she's diamond. I really wanted to be diamond. Like, oh, I guess I'll never be diamond. Like, I'm not diamond. I didn't hit diamond by the end of 2019. I guess I'll never. Stop it. That is the story you're telling yourself, which is what the future is being created for you. All right, so stop it. No lack, limitations, or less in 2020. Are you good with that? Can you accept that this is the year of abundance, that this is the year of prosperity, this is the year where we tap into our purpose, our seeds of greatness, and we don't stop. We don't let all of the ish of the past, and I say that because I saw a little popper in there, and I'm trying to like clean up my language in case there's a G-level, G-rated human around. But anyway, like this is the year that we embrace our greatness. This is it. This is the year, you guys. So let it go. Let all of it go and start today. This isn't about what you didn't do before. This isn't about, oh my gosh, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. I wish I would have done this. I should have done that. I wish I blah, blah, blah. Or taking personal when people quit. Can we just talk about that for 1 second? You guys, the people who got us to an elite team the year we went elite, the people who got us to 7-star, as a team, they're not still here. They're not, the people who say yes to you in the beginning are not the people that are going to hang around. I'm not saying this to like dash your dreams. I'm saying because it's the truth. I'm saying this because I don't want you to take it personal. If it hasn't happened to you yet, just be ready. It's going to happen. I mean, raise your hand. Anybody who's been a coach for, or has had a customer or a coach, like you guys get it. Like have you had people quit? Raise your hand if you've had someone quit. Now keep your hand up if you took it to heart and thought it was something you did wrong. Yeah, all of us, guys. I've had diamond coaches quit. It's funny because Lindsay Matway, who was the top coach for 1 million years, who's the leader of Bombshell Dynasty, I'm sure you've heard of her. If not, look her up. She's pretty special. She showed us at our leadership event her original downline that got her to 15-star. She is a superstar multi-time through, I think she's like a superstar 4, which means she has 15 diamonds 4 times. Anyway, do the math there. She's pretty spectacular. She's figured it out, but she's no different than we are, you guys. She's just figured it out. And she's been a student of the business. And when she didn't know the answer, what did she do? She looked it up. If she didn't know the skill set, what did she do? She figured it out. She did research. She Googled it. What does Rachel Ray say? She doesn't have a degree, but she had a Google bar, and that was all she needed. That's the kind of tenacity that we are going to have in 2020. When we don't know the answer, we're not going to sit here, well, I guess I'll just wait until the next team call when Erica tells me what to do. Hail to the no. You're going to go figure it out, and then you're going to report back to us what you found. That's what you're going to do, because this isn't rocket science. We have everything we need. We have the team. We have the challenge groups. We've got the products. We've got a community. We've got the sisterhood. We've got the sneak peeks. We've got the flash sales. We've got the Facebook pages. we've got the threads, we've got the pods, we've got the Facebook workouts, we've got the virtual workouts, we've got the Zoom workouts, we've got the Zoom calls, we've got the pockets of time. We have everything we need. So you figure something isn't working in your business, guess what? Go figure out the answer and share it with us. I want to see more of that in 2020. This is not about like somebody at the top just disseminating information. No, this is about us all figuring this out together and growing together and impacting more lives, and stop living in fear, right? That's so 2019. That's what I'm going to start saying. That's so 2019. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. Okay. This is the year when we take ownership for the greatness that's within us and at our fingertips. All right. So we're not going to compare ourselves to other people. If you find yourself in a comparison game and it's stealing your joy, then it's your responsibility as a grown ass woman to get yourself out of that situation, to rid yourself of toxic dynamics that are making you feel less than. It is your ownership, your responsibility to do that. You don't need me to tell you, but I need me to tell me sometimes that. Okay, so that's me telling me that too. But you've been called. You've been chosen to be here. This is your opportunity, your gift to bless this world with. You get to help other people live better, be better, have more, do more, be more. You get to make an impact. You get to make an income. And if you're saying to yourself, Erica, I'm like making like $100 a month. I'm barely making enough. Then guess what? Do more. Work harder. Get that drive within you, burning desire, and stop at nothing. Be more authentically you. Talk more about it on your social media. Talk more about it in your stories. You know, like get on there and say, I don't get why more people don't want to be a part of something that is giving them the opportunity to make an income, even if it's just enough to pay for your daughter's dance. You guys, that's life-changing. Your daughter now can do dance because of the work that you're doing. So stop discounting what you're doing here. I don't care if you've worked 10-hour days on your business for the past month, which you haven't, none of us have. But if the goal, the end game of that work was that your daughter could go to dance, then celebrate the shit out of it. Be excited about the fact that now the hard work that mama just put in her side hustle allowed for baby girl to go take dance, allowed me to tell my daughter she could actually go to the fast track class at gymnastics now, which is multiple times a week, which means more money. She can now do that without me checking my checkbook. When I was a teacher on a fixed income 7 years ago, that would have been impossible. I would have had to say, no, sorry, Leah, you can't do that. Okay? That's what it is about, you guys. It's not an overnight success. It's not going to just happen like this, but you got to show up and you got to do the work. And there's two things that are going to help you fast track your business or make a bigger impact. Hit Success Club. Hit Success Club. Just say, I'm going to hit fucking Success Club because I can bring on 3 new people a month. Come on. Seriously, I can freaking bring on. And yeah, it's been hard in the past. You know why? Because I've been blocking myself. I've been telling myself, it's hard. Everyone's saying, no, I'll never get to diamond. Okay? That's why you haven't gotten to Success Club. That's why you haven't been able to help 3 people, because you've been telling yourself lies and you've been believing the lies and you've been projecting the lies. So why would somebody say yes to you when you don't even believe you have anything to offer someone else? That's like when somebody asks you out who doesn't have confidence and think back to high school or dating or whatever, when somebody has no confidence, nothing, they're not asking you to go anywhere specific. They're not kind. They don't have enthusiasm, and you're supposed to say yes to that. No, you're not going to say yes to that. Okay. So get enthusiastic, get excited about what you have to offer, and no holds barred, balls to the wall in 2020. All right. That's what it is. That's what it is. We're just people helping people. So let's switch gears here. I want to share with you guys my word of the year. Okay. And it took me a little bit of time to come up with this, and everybody's talking about the word of the year. And I saw Courtney share her word of the year, and I've had words of the year before. Last year, mine was mindful. This year, my word is purposeful. And I want to do work that matters. I want to have purpose, but not just purpose in my work, but in my thoughts. If something isn't serving me, I have got to get it out of my head. I used to think that we didn't control our thoughts. that our thoughts just happened, right? That we had no control over what we think and what comes up and how we feel. And that was not true. That was me just holding on to some quote I saw somewhere, and that was a lie. And so now I know as an adult and as a grown up that I control what I think. So I'm purposeful in my thoughts. I'm purposeful in my actions, my work, my coaching, my leadership. And I'm full of purpose. I'm not just purposeful, I'm full of purpose. Do work that matters with a purpose, on purpose. Okay? It's a choice. And that's my word. I will run from the Bible if you're like me and Jesus is your homeboy and you're like, that helps you find some clarity. Run with a purpose with every step and run to win. Run to win. And we will, as a team, Soul Sisters Rising, work together with a purpose, knowing that this work matters. These lives here, these women, these people matter, and we make a difference, okay? So I want you to think about, if you guys have a word of the year, drop it in the chat section, because I know some of you guys have been working with this, but I want to know what your word of the year is. And if you don't have one, think about it. And it can be a phrase. It doesn't have to just be one word. It can be a phrase if you'd like, but use that as your center, as that compass, that calm in the storm. When things start to get crazy, remind yourself of that. Doing work with a purpose for me matters. And also my schedule's gotten a lot busier. You know, guys know that now I'm coaching at Orange Theory and have been for 6 months, and I coach 10 classes a week. That's a lot. And that's not even counting the prep that it takes to get those 10 classes off and running, right? And the things that go into that. And I love it so much. But what it's caused is for me to be very intentional about how I spend my time. And that means penciling in work pockets of time. That means me digging back to when I was a full-time teacher working outside the home. How did I work my business then? I listened to PD when I was getting ready. I listened to PD in the car. I listened to PD when I was doing laundry. Okay. In the pockets of time, I sent voice messages. A lot of my work has been done on that voice messenger feature. And you guys, Betsy asked an awesome question today in our high achievers group. And she asked, like, is it okay to like send text messages or to call people or email or something, or in a way that's different than just Facebook Messenger? And absolutely, you guys connect with people however you want. It doesn't just have to be on Facebook Messenger, because everybody's not on Facebook. So no, it doesn't have to just be Facebook. Like whatever, if you have, communication with people via text, via email, in person, like those are all amazing means to grow your business, right? Social media is just a supplement. It's just an add-on. All right. So I'm getting there, you guys. I guess I had a lot to say today. But basically, if you guys caught the wake up call today, Raina was awesome. And she said she wanted to be a success story and not a sob story. And that hit me in the heart. I'm like, I can get down with that. Be a success story, not a sob story. And I don't think I don't really believe that anyone on our team is a sob story, but I've certainly come across coaches in the past who have been. It's like, no, be a success story, not a sob story. Okay. I'll also tell you guys that I'm reading an amazing book. I just started it today, Building an Empire. I'm not reading it. I'm actually listening to it because it's only on Audible. So basically it is, I'll show it to you, but it's amazing. I've only gotten a few minutes into it, but it came highly recommended. Aaron and a bunch of other people read it. And if you guys know Gina Murray, it's the girl who just went diamond, one of Aaron's coaches who just went diamond. That's what it looks like. She attributes her ability to go to diamond so quickly, even though, of course, nothing happens overnight in this business. She's been working her business, diligently for like a year and a half, to this book. She's like, this book allowed her to get out of her head and just do it. So anyway, I'm a huge believer in that. You guys, let's talk about why network marketing. Okay. Why network marketing? It's called Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers. Could anybody just put that in the chat section? But it's only from Audible. So I'm wondering, I don't know if it's like a book or if it's only on Audible. I don't know. So look into that. But you guys, network marketing is one of the fastest growing industries in the world, like all over. And what's super cool about network marketing is it's like 77% women. And why? Because it's given us the ability to build a dream while we are still doing the things that we need to do, whether that's working outside the home, whether that's being, a student, whether that's, being a stay-at-home mom. Like, it's allowing us to build a dream while still holding up our responsibilities and maintaining life. There's thousands of millionaires in network marketing. You guys, there's thousands of millionaires in our network marketing business in Beachbody. And I'm not telling you that to, once again, like, make you feel less than, like, oh, she's been able to build a $1 million business, but that'll never be me. No. We use that as inspiration to say, if she can do it, so can I. If this girl in Starbucks who's talking to nobody, who literally is just like hiding from the world, can build a $1 million business, then so can I. Okay? So can I. Thousands of people are quitting their full-time jobs to work for themselves, creating additional income streams. And again, it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in the first year, but you stay at it and it will. And Stephanie, that's why I wanted Stephanie to share a couple things tonight. She's a perfect example of staying the course, trusting the process, leaning in, and not letting the voices in your head take over and make you feel, just because it didn't happen overnight, that this isn't for you. But instead, using that as fuel to learn and grow as you go. Okay? Network marketing allows you to own a business and create a business and build a business that fits around your life, no matter where it is right now, no matter where you are right now in your life. Anna just went through a job change where she switched schools, which for those of you who are in education, that's a big freaking deal. Okay, every new school year in and of itself is a big freaking deal when you get new students, new parents, new everythings. But to switch a job and a school system and everything like that will rattle you to the core. But look, here she is showing up. And she might be the first to say, like, oh my gosh, like, there was certain things that happened with Beachbody that I wish would have maybe happened different at the end of last year. Oh, well, who cares? She's here now. That's all that matters. Learn from it, move on. That's so 2019 to be living in the past like that. So we're just going to take this blessing for what it is today, and we're just going to rock it out. But being able to build a business that fits into your life no matter what. While a traditional business, anybody who's ever had a job, which is all of us, requires you to fit your life around that business. Do you guys see the difference? This allows you to build a business around your life. That's amazing. It's amazing. And so we're going to lean into this. You call the shots. You get to earn the income from the efforts of other people. And you guys, if you are not Emerald and beyond yet, make that your goal. If you're not diamond yet, make diamond your goal. If you're not star diamond yet, make that your goal. Because here's what's awesome. When you start building a team intentionally and with purpose, not just by happenstance because somebody decided they wanted to be a coach after the Bar Babes experience, but really going out there and seeking to find people to grow and mentor and help join us on our team, that's when the income comes. So of course, for those of you who might not yet be Emerald, or those of you who haven't tapped into that diamond level yet, you're not making that income that's yours for the taking because you haven't tapped into it yet. So that's got to be your goal. Tap into it. Make a choice. It's choice. Boom. It's choice. I'm not going to allow that thought of, I'm not going to be a barrier to my own belief anymore. I'm not. I'm just not. And I'm not either. This is the year when I beat my best. The best we've ever done is Elite 7-star as a team. So this year, Elite 8-star as a team, period. That is what I'm doing as my goal. I want us. And the thing that's really cool is so many of you, just about everybody on here has shared with me that they want to be diamond, star diamond, and beyond. So guess what? Your goal fits perfectly into our team goal. And I'm not saying I'm imposing my goal on you. I'm saying we're doing it together. We're doing it together, right? So have fun, make money, help others all at the same time. That's the opportunity that is yours for the taking. That is ours for the taking. This is your ticket. It's going to require work, you guys. It doesn't happen. No one's going to hand you a 6-figure business. You have to work for it. You have to pay the price of that hard work or pay the price of regret. Which one do you want to pay for? I know what I want to pay for. I want to pay the price of hard work. I want to put in the hard work. That might require late nights, early mornings. It's going to. Do you remember? Raise your hand if anybody's been in, college or a certification school. It's gonna require work. It takes work to have anything in this life. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. You have to work for it, just like in anything, guys. But guess what? You know what to do. So that's pretty cool. It's not like it's some secret. Like, you know what to do. Talk to more people. Maybe have better relationships with people in your life one-on-one. Maybe it's being bold and talking to those people who are on your chicken list that you're like, I really should talk to that person. They'd really be great, but I haven't said anything. What if she sees me at the preschool line? You know, like, what if, I don't know, she's going to think that I'm like, want something from her. No, you're not. You're blessing her with an opportunity that changed your life. That's a blessing. That's her. And Betsy, again, I keep saying things about things that Betsy's posted, but she shared in the High Achievers Club, like her conversation today with somebody. It's like, if this sounds like it would be awesome for you, great. If not, no worries. Like, no worries. Like, again, I'm just responsible for sharing it, passing it along, right? Just like the lady at Cracker Barrel who's passing out, refilling the coffee. Would you like more coffee? Sure. Would you like more coffee? No, I'm good. We don't take that personal that she doesn't want more coffee. We just keep it moving, keep offering the coffee, right? That's what it is. So we have to have a burning desire. What is that why? What is that burning desire inside of you? Have that burning desire. Be coachable, learn, grow your skill set. Okay. Once again, all the answers are out there. All you have to do is Google it. Rachel Hollis will tell you that. Google it. It's out there. It's out there. Period. And be willing to work. Be willing to show up and do the work matters. That's going to move your business forward. Okay. Rank Advance, hit Success Club. Boom. That's the recipe to success. It's a proven business model. You can do this. All right. If not now, when, guys? If not this, then what? There's not a better opportunity out there for you. There's just not. There are other network marketing businesses. They have the same things. But what's so cool about this is the people and the lives that you get to impact with life changing. We have the solution to everything. We have the health, fitness, okay? Eating disorders, obesity. We have the solutions for hopelessness, isolation, depression, anxiety. Every single bodily system is positively impacted by Shakeology. Reproductive system, digestive system. Now you're really going to test me here if I'm going to come up with something beyond that. Isn't there other systems? Yeah, skin, pee, blood. Okay, that's as scientific as I'm going to get. But all those systems positively impacted by Shakeology, proven. We have it. That's so cool. We're not just selling purses. Okay? We're not just selling leggings or candles or Tupperware. Like, yeah, it's cool. You can put your food in a cute container. Awesome. Great. But we're not just selling makeup. Okay? We're selling a life. We're giving life to people. So get excited about it. Cool? All right. I'm going to switch gears here. I want to talk about, that was the mindset piece, okay? And I think it's so imperative. I know it took a lot more time than I was thinking it was going to, but hey, that's okay. I want to show a couple pictures for some recognition. I want to share some announcements. And then we're going to hear from a gorgeous soul sister who has really just been crushing it in her business. Stephanie Wolf's going to share some of her just tips with us and how she's really finish 2019 on a high and use that momentum. You know what? Let's just switch gears and let's hear from Stephanie now. Is that cool, Stephanie? Because I know she's like, whoa, you told me I was going to be after announcements. But here's the thing. We're on kind of a roll here. And I think that what's going to happen here is when I kind of talk about announcements and stuff, you guys might have some questions. And I just want to keep this high going. And really, it is about that. It is about us sharing things that are working for us. And I asked Stephanie to kind of chat tonight because she has clearly figured something out. And I just figured it would be a great opportunity for us to learn from Stephanie. So Stephanie, I'm going to turn it over to you, sis. And then I'm going to let Goldie in because she's like barking like Cujo. So take it away, sis.
Okay. So last month was my best month. And I think the biggest reason was I continued to reach out to the people that I had started reaching out to when I first started in March. Like, I just didn't give up on them because those were the people that signed up last month. And sharing my journey, posting my workouts every day on my stories, just recently posting about the ultimate reset on my stories and really showing my journey on that has helped. I've already had one person this month who said they're interested. I definitely upped my PD as well. So I have a cat banging at the door. Sorry if you hear that. I listen to PD on the way to work and on the way home from work. If I'm folding laundry, so I have it on constantly. I love Audible and podcasts for that. And another thing that I've been doing more that I think is helping is I'm tracking what I'm doing. So I use the Rise Up planner, and I give myself check marks for when I get stuff done every day, and I'm holding myself more accountable to that, which I think is helping a lot. But yeah, just being more consistent. I think that's the key.
So let me ask you this stuff, because I feel like, so you've been a coach for a while, but you've just been like actively what you would consider to be like an active coach, which definitely speaks to the fact that it's never too late. It's never, you're never too far gone. You're never too old. You haven't gotten into this business, late or whatever. It's just a matter of when you make your mind up. And I remember talking to you early last year, and you're like, you know what? I think I want to do this. I think I want to do this, and I'm going to go to Summit, and I'm going to do this. It's in Indianapolis. And you were, I would say, the epitome of someone who is coachable. And that is something that I mentioned earlier. You got to be coachable. And what I love about you is you're always willing to learn and grow, and not just that, but invest in yourself. And I think that if we sit here and we start counting like dollars and cents, like, okay, how much am I making from Beachbody, and how much am I spending, and how much, and really coming from that scarcity mindset, instead of like you've done, I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. I'm going to take the time, and I'm going to let this really build. So tell me what inside of you kind of led you to that mindset, because I think that's exactly why you're seeing success right now, and why you're like, diamond is absolutely mine for the taking. Like, it's going to happen. Let's do this.
Say that one more time.
So what is that mindset? Like, what is the mindset that you would say what goes through your head when you make investments in your business, I guess, is the question.
Just that I like to learn, and I feel like the more I can learn about how to do things, and the more kind of wisdom I get from people that have been there, like Sarah Robbins, Melanie Mitro, and Katie Erstad just joined their community as well. I feel like just that community of people that are doing the same thing and working for the same thing, that helps a lot. I don't know if that made any sense.
Yes, it does. It does make sense. And I just think that it is a testament, because, you've stuck with it, and I've certainly appreciated your spirit and your willingness to just be a student of this profession. And that's what I think, if we feel like this isn't for us, or if we feel like, we're not doing enough, I think that's just an indication that we have areas we need to learn and to grow, right? And so I just really appreciate you, and I appreciate you at the last minute accepting my reach out and saying, hey, Steph, we'd love to hear from you tonight, because I think that, it is about taking it, one conversation at a time, one step at a time, sharing your journey. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up every single day. And I just know that 2020 is just going to keep being incredible for you. And we all appreciate you and love you so much. And of course, watching you on your, 21-day journey with the Ultimate Reset. So thanks so much, sister. Appreciate you.
You are welcome.
All right. So let's take a switch. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that Steph was able to share. She's like, sure. I sent her a message, and it was like, oh my gosh, we want to hear from you. And then she said yes. And I was like, oh, you're the best. So anyway, I appreciate you, Lovey. So I am going to do a quick share of my screen here, because I want you guys to be able to take a look at some of our recognition for December, and some other things for 2019 that are definitely worthy of sharing. So with that, I am going to move this over and bring this up. Can you all see my screen? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So just wanted to take a second to share and shout out some of our soul sisters who are doing some amazing things. Can you guys see this screen here, the December leaderboard? So this was all the work that we did in December, which I think is absolutely amazing. I am really excited to see some new faces in the leaders of the pack. So shout out to Kathy for making her way up there. She hit Emerald. She also was Success Club 10 in December, and I know she is continuing on with having an amazing month in January already. But of course, we see Stephanie and Amanda up there, and I think Courtney actually should be up on the leaders of the pack too, because I believe she ended up with 8 Success Club points in December as well. But just wanted to give some love to everybody for all the work that they did in December. And you know, for the people who are making an impact, you know, we never take for granted that 1 or 2 yes, or, you know, if we no matter who or what people say yes to, like, we celebrate that. And I just really want everybody to understand that every single person who is out there inviting, every single person who's out there sharing their story, like, you guys deserve a shout out. And I think that's what it's really about, you know, getting excited and sharing. And when I look at this, I'm super pumped about the impact that we're making, but I also look at it and I see, oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like we can make such a bigger impact. Like, I really do. I'm like, we could be in the 20s and 30s and the you know, we could make an even bigger impact than we are making. And I know that that's definitely where we are headed as a team in January and on into 2020. But certainly just want to give some props to our amazing leaders in December making an impact, you guys. It's really, really special to see you guys up there. All right, so let's take a look at this. This was so awesome. So Julie made this, and this was Sparta Nation Road to Elite. So every year, and you guys might know this, but every year there, we now have these different levels. We have, in addition to Emerald and Diamond and Star Diamond and the different like ranks of the business, we also have different tiers, and we have team builders, and we have, well, first we have success starters, and then we have team builders, and then team leaders, premier, and elite. And so these are kind of the different categories of levels of leadership. And so of course it's super awesome to be up there alongside Aaron and Courtney, and just, you know, what a blessing it is to be recognized as a team leader and to get to do so with such amazing soul sisters and people who I love so much. But I just wanted to bring this up here because, you guys, I'm telling you right now, yeah, we look at Julie and we're like, well, she's just like a legend. Like, she's like abnormally like successful, right? But the thing that's crazy is when I first signed up as a coach 7 years ago, none of this was even a thing. Like, Julie was an elite coach and the team was elite, but we didn't even know what that meant. And now we do. And now we know, and now we have specifically spelled out exactly what it takes to get to team builder, exactly what it takes to get to team leader and premier and elite and so on and so forth. And you guys, we will be an elite team in 2020. And you all, not just as a collection of Soul Sisters Rising, but I know, you know, Courtney has the goal of elite, and you all should make elite a goal. Here's the thing. Have you ever had any level of success in anything in your life? Okay. If you have ever been driven to get good grades, if you've ever been driven to get that teaching job, Amanda, if you've ever been driven to get that role, for anybody else who is a professional, you know, performer or, you know, actress or dancer or whatever, or entertainer, have you ever been driven to get into that school that you wanted to get into, right? This is the same thing. What's it going to take? What do I need to do? How do I need to show up? Not just long-term, but like short-term. What do I need to do? Like, not just on a end of the road, like at the end of the year to get there, but what do I need to do each quarter, each month, each day? That's what we really want to start thinking about with some of this stuff, you guys, because I'll tell you what, when you sit down with your calendar like Stephanie has done, and you pencil in when you're going to work, and you show up and work when you say you're going to work, elite, premier, team leader, team builder is absolutely going to happen. Hang on one second here. Hey, Jason. Sorry, I had to phone a friend there because Goldie's now like eating gloves. Okay. So like, what is happening? She's bad. Okay. So anyway, I want you guys to know that this isn't just for Julie Voris and Sparta Nation to hit 10-time elite. This is for you. You guys are the smartest, most amazing women I've ever met in my whole life. This is for you. Okay. So I wanted to share this because of course I want to shout out Courtney. Of course I want to shout out Erin, and give love to all the hard work that, went into being up here. But I want more than anything that you to look at this and say, if she can do this, so can I. If she can do this, so can I. So say that to yourself. If she can do it, so can I. And again, this isn't something that like happened. This isn't like the 7-year business plan. This is like what can happen in a year. This is what can happen in a year. And for those of you who are newer to coaching within the last 1 or 2 years, what's amazing is all of the coaches you sign up now and have in the last 2 years all contribute to this. So for me, a coach who's been in the business for 7 years, just my last 2 years count. What's happened in those previous 5 years don't really impact this road to elite. Does that make sense? So you guys are at an advantage because your entire team and everything that you've done contributes to this. So that's really cool. Okay. So we can talk more about that, but I just wanted you guys to truly allow yourself to imagine and to know that if other people can do it, if she can do it, we can take Julie off the equation because I know how we all see Julie as like she's my grandma in the business, and I definitely see her as like a grandma legend in the fact that like, I'm like, but if anybody else can do it, which there was like 150 elite coaches. If they can do it, you can do it. If they can do it, we can do it. You guys understand that? Yes. Anybody with me? Bueller. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to kind of share that because I felt like that needed to be said. And I just, this is our year. This is absolutely our year. This is our time. And it's with these people that I know it's going to happen. Okay. So let's take a look. So that was what I wanted to chat about as far as like recognition and some celebration real quick. And we're going to just kind of wrap this up here. Some announcements. The High Achievers Club, I posted about it in Soul Sisters Rising today. You definitely want to get in there. If you want to make an income while making an impact in 2020, that's the group to be in. We used to call it the Wolf Pack. That was kind of the same idea, but basically it's all about those who want to help at least three people a month and who want to recruit and grow their team. Okay, so if that's you, then be in that group because that's where we're going to kind of be working with people who want to work the business. Okay. Also, Boss Babes open house. And I will tell you guys that all this stuff, I did update the background photo in Soul Sisters Rising to have all of this stuff in there. So take a look at that if you don't catch the dates. But we are doing a Boss Babes open house. And so, okay. So here's the deal. So we just had a flash sale at the end of December. That was awesome. It was awesome energy. The vibe of it was super cool. It was in a Facebook group. We've done flash sales in Facebook groups before. They haven't necessarily worked out as well. This one really did. So we wanted to kind of emulate that same vibe with like a sneak peek. Okay. So we're calling it, and I don't like the word like, what is coaching and coaching info session and blah, blah, blah. So we came up with Boss Babes open house. Because that, I mean, as somebody who doesn't know what coaching is, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to see like, cool. I want to be a boss babe. Like, what's that? I don't know. Like, okay, I'll check it out. Right. So that's going to be happening in a Facebook group. More to come on that, but just know that's going to happen on January 24th through the 26th. So it'll start on a Friday, go through the weekend. And we really want to focus on spotlighting coaching, joining our team, showing, what coaching is all about, how we make money, just like what we would normally do in a sneak peek, but really doing that in a Facebook community. And then the incentive for people to sign up is that on the 27th, in addition to them, signing up and, getting to be a part of our team and starting their own journey and being able to monetize their health and fitness journey, is they will get to be a part of our vision planning workshop that's happening on Monday, the 27th. So Monday, the 27th at 9 p.m., myself, Erin, Megan, Harold, some other Star Diamond leaders are going to be leading this vision planning workshop for all of our coaches. And so for all the new coaches that sign up that weekend in the Boss Babes open house, we'll get to be a part of the vision workshop. Okay. So that's super cool. And because who doesn't want to start 2020 with vision and clarity? Who doesn't want to like start a fun side hustle that you can build in pockets of time, all while getting in amazing shape? I know that we have over 200 people in our Bar Babes group who would probably say yes to that. Right. So anyway, so it's our job to invite to that. More to come on that, but I just wanted you guys to know it was there and coming. Also, Team Cup in February. This time around, teams of 5. You can only have 2 diamonds per team. Teams of 5. What's awesome is they have incentivized us to do Team Cup. By everybody who registers for Team Cup will get 2 $10 promo codes to use in February. And everybody who is registered for Summit gets points towards Team Cup just by being registered for Summit. So that's another incentive to get yourself registered for Summit. There's another promo going on right now. It's only $165 to get your ticket for Summit, which is like over $150 off the full price. So get it now. It's only through the end of January that price is going to be happening. And then they're going to up the price again. Okay. So just so you know, as we get closer to Summit, they're going to keep upping the price. So get your Summit tickets in New Orleans. It looks like it's going to be the girl gang. We thought it might be the hubbies, but it's looking like it's going to be the girl gang. So we have some rooms. We've got, we're making travel plans. It's going to be in New Orleans. It's going to be amazing. Most of us are staying at the La Meridian. I don't know if anybody's staying anywhere else. Of course, drop that in the chat section if you are. But we do have rooms to kind of, I know we have at least 2 rooms that are only like half full or whatever. So we can talk more about that. But okay, so what else did I want to say about that? Okay, I think that's all. Also, mark your calendar for our next super event in Indy on April 19th. So mark your calendar for that. All right, you guys. So I just, first of all, want to say thank you so much for showing up tonight. And thank you for making this a priority. And this is absolutely unequivocally your time. If the time was ever now, it is now. It is the year where you get to be, do, and have all the things you've ever wanted and you've ever dreamed of. And it is this opportunity with these people doing what you're doing now, only next level, what's going to get you there. And can I tell you that the next level is all in your head? Your battle, your warfare is in your head. So this is the year we're going to let it go. We are going to create those I am statements. We are going to declare it. We are going to believe it. And until we embrace it, we will keep saying it over and over and over, because what follows I am will come looking for us. So we are not going to let the past hold us back. We are going to let go. We're going to learn from it, and we're going to know that we are better for it. But you guys, there's air in your lungs. There's a beat in your heart. You are here for a purpose. You have blessings at your fingertips that you just need to share with the rest of the world. People are waiting to hear from you. And so you guys, I'm so excited for what's to come in 2020. I have perfect vision of what we will do together as a team, and not only as a team, but as individuals. You guys, together, we are just a mere drop in the ocean. Alone, we are just a drop in the ocean. We're just one little drop in the ocean that can seemingly go unnoticed. But together, we are the entire ocean that impacts the entire world. We can't do it alone, but together we are absolutely unstoppable, you guys. Special shout out to Stephanie. You guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Let's do a quick picture real quick before. I know that we had some photos happening along the way, but you guys, I love you so much. And I'm just so grateful. All right, let's smile. Is anybody else doing anything? Should we, let's smile. Okay, let's just smile. And 3, 2, 1. Yay, Crystal came on just in time. Boo, baby, that's how we do. All right, you guys, love you so much. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later, okay? Mwah. Oh, hey, next Monday, we're going to do a hustle hour. So next Monday, hustle hour, we're going to pull the bats out. We're going to hustle. We're going to, if you have new coaches who are, want to learn how to grow this business, have them come on. Let's get some time in and make it happen. Sound good? All right, you guys, have a great week. Bye.